This platform of the Surron Ultra Bee is pretty proven as being a weapon on the trails, even holding its own against the big dog, the Start Varg, and doing pretty well on the track as well. But if we fast forward to today, would my reasons be different for getting the Surron Ultra Bee R over the Start Varg? Let's find out. My reasons for getting the Surron Ultra Bee R over the Start Varg back when I was deciding what electric dirt bike I wanted to get were street legal from the dealership right away. Lambs approved. The price. It was a simple bike, and I just felt like the platform as a whole, it gave the option for upgrades or mods, aftermarket parts, and a lot of people were modding them and really customizing them in their own individual style. Whereas it seemed like with the Start Varg, they were going for like this super high-end bike, but they didn't really want you messing around with it and kind of changing it from what it was. And Surron had been around for a while. They had made their name with the Surron Light Bee, and there wasn't really anything else at the time of a similar kind of size and power. And then Surron were doing this thing where you could only get their bikes through a dealer, and it just so happened that I found one not too far from me, and yeah, it was right away. So that was pretty gnarly that I could order the bike from them and then just rock up and ride the thing home. The Start Varg was not a road legal bike, but the Surron Ultra Bee had a road legal version, this version, the R. So yeah, at the time of looking around for an off-road dirt bike that could also go on the roads, the other companies who were around, like Zero, Solaria, that kind of thing, they just didn't seem to offer something that could do what I wanted. And it seemed like the Start Varg and the Surron Ultra Bee were the two that were most closely matched. The Start Varg is a bigger machine. I kind of think of, you got these different classes of bike. I think the Surron Light Bee is in a lightweight class, along with kind of things like E-Ride Pro and the Telaria bikes, kind of like the Triple X at the time, and maybe the M4, I think it was, X4 or M4. And then you had your kind of midweight bikes, which was the Ultra Bee, and there wasn't really anything else at the time of a similar kind of size and power. And then you had the bigger bikes, which were the Storm Bee and the Varg, the Start Varg. But if we fast forward to today, would things be different? There's a new version of the Surron Ultra Bee, the 2025. That looks cool. That's had some upgrades and stuff, and I do feel that the new version of the Start Varg, the EX, that is coming out or has already come out, they've made some changes to that. They've made some improvements, and that is a vehicle that can go on the road. So the whole ride from home to the trails, or where you want to do off-road riding and ride home again, that is in the mix now with that bike. So that's pretty cool. I'm not totally sure when that bike's going to be available for purchase from a dealer. Same with the Surron Ultra Bee R 2025 version. We're still a few months away from that as well. So where I'd got my KTM 390 Duke, I went in there and they had Start Varg bikes on the floor, and I was looking at them going, this is sick, these things look crazy in real life. And it turned out that they were the dealer for this area. So that was pretty cool, but there are still a few things that I don't know. Maybe I still would go for a Surron Ultra Bee if I was having to choose between the 2025 versions. It's just the cost, because basically the cost is going to be the same. So it's still that head-to-head price comparison. I do think the Varg has maybe come along a bit more, but still that's a lot of money that they're asking for it. And yeah, you could upgrade the Ultra Bee, new battery, new controller, new motor, and it would be an absolute weapon, and it'd probably go head to head with the Varg. But then price is going to be about the same as well, because those upgrades aren't cheap. So I'm probably going to do something in the middle where I do some simpler upgrades, some cheaper upgrades. I'd like a 21-18 wheel set. So I've already got the 18 on the back, so I just need the 21 on the front. And I'd probably change from these all-terrain tires to something that maybe is a bit more off-road focused, still street legal, but more off-road focused. And maybe a seat that's a bit more grippy. But apart from that, maybe the throttle, something that's a bit more smooth. and then maybe just some new brake pads. And one final point I wanted to touch on was other bikes, other options. So if I was thinking of going for an older bike, the Surron Ultra Bee would be something I'd look at. Just that's a big powerful bike. I'm not sure if it's had any love since it first came out, so it is slightly older. Then there's also the first gen of the stock Varg, which was the one I was comparing this bike to back a year or so ago. That now has come down in price, so yeah, that could be an option there if you were just looking to do some off-road riding. And also there's some other well-known players are going to be releasing bikes. So you got Zero, they have 2 bikes coming out that are pretty much head-to-head with the Surron Ultra Bee and Surron Ultra Bee R, and they might even be almost in between the Surron Ultra Bee and the Surron Ultra Bee. So I think that is the Zero XE and maybe Zero FX. And then also Talaria, who were kind of like a breakaway from Surron back in the day. They had a bit of a falling out and sort of had set up rival companies, almost a bit like Adidas and Puma. They have got the Talaria Dragon, or Komodo as it seems to be called now. I saw some press coverage on that a while ago. It was the Talaria Dragon, and that was going to be going head to head with the Surron Ultra Bee, but now it seems to be called the Komodo. But the Talaria Komodo Dragon, that looks like that's going to be taking on that space of the Surron Ultra Bee and those Zero bikes that I just mentioned. And also E-Ride Pro, they've done some amazing things with their bikes in the Surron Light Bee kind of category, so it'd be interesting to see if they bring something out, and I'm sure someone else or a few others are going to pop up too. We're living in a pretty gnarly time, a cool time for electric bikes. There's just new stuff coming out all the time, so yeah, watch this space. So that was kind of cool when I got this, that it was a better, well, that was cool when I got this, that I'm not totally sure when that bike's going to be available over here from the apart from that, maybe the controller,